Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about how you can start mining Dashcoin using your Windows 10 or 11 based computer here in 2024 in less than 10 minutes. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, I do want to make sure to ask you to stick around through the entire video so that you don't miss out on any of the tips and tricks that I have here to help you earn more Dashcoin and keep more of the Dashcoin that you are working to mine, allowing you to build your holdings faster and be better prepared for the next bull run. So, before we dive into the video, I always do like to start off here on CoinMarketCap, taking a quick look at what's going on in the crypto markets as a point of reference if you do happen to be watching this in the future. So, if you aren't interested in this, feel free to skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes and we'll be getting into the tutorial then. But overall, as you can see here, we are down about 0.25% today to a total market cap of 2.35 trillion. So overall, nothing too concerning. Yes, crypto has dropped a little bit, but it's only been about a little over a week since Bitcoin halved, and usually we have to wait about 6 to 8 months before we start to see any major price movements due to the Bitcoin halving, of course, historically speaking. So looking across these 7-day charts, yes, there is a lot of red, but I don't think this is anything to be too concerned about. Now, before diving into the tutorial, as we are talking about Dashcoin, I do want to take a quick second to look into this coin here, and as you can see, it's priced at $29.57, slightly up today, putting it at 182nd place on CoinMarketCap. And if we look at the all-time high chart, of course, back in 2017, 2018 timeframe here, this coin was very, very valuable, over $1,400. So, a lot of people don't think this coin will get back up to that point, but hey, you never know what could happen. We all got surprised with Dogecoin, and even if it just gets to the same price that it was back in 2021, the last bull run, it's still over $400 per coin gain that you would be able to make. So mining this coin right now could be a huge plus for you. Now you may be thinking, how do you mine Dashcoin? It's a POS coin. It's masternodes, it's staking. It's not something you can mine. Well, we're using a site called Unminable. And what this does is it actually lets you do mining on coins that aren't mineable, kind of where the name comes from. But the way they do that is you actually choose the best and most profitable algorithm for your hardware, and you mine on that algorithm and the most profitable coin for that and get paid out in the coin of your choosing, such as Dashcoin. So very cool to see, and if you're not familiar with what is the best algorithm for your hardware, I would recommend going to whattomine.com to check that out and put in your specific information, which will help you see what is best for your hardware. Now, if you are mining with a 2080, 20, 30, or 40 series GPU, I'm going to be using a 2080 today, you're most likely going to choose Kapow, assuming you're watching this fairly soon after it was uploaded. But I do always recommend going out to What to Mine just to check and make sure nothing new has come along. So what you're going to do is select Get Started with our wizard, and as you can see, there's 2 modes, Basic and Advanced. I would recommend going with Basic. This is good enough for 99% of people watching, but there is an Advanced if you want to specify some more specific settings. Again, I'm going to be going with GPU here, and if you are following along with a CPU on Windows or a Mac, feel free to choose the CPU option and you'll be put into the random X algorithm. As you can see here, these are all the algorithms. Again, I'm going to be choosing Kapow, but please choose what is best for your hardware. And at this point, you get to choose what coin you want to be paid out in, which of course in this video is going to be Dashcoin. But I do want to take a second to say that if you are following along and you've made it to this point and possibly see a coin that's more interesting to you, they have over 90 cryptos that you can choose from here on the site. Feel free to choose that. You'll just enter in the address that goes along with that coin, and from there, you'll get paid out in that coin. You can still use this tutorial and the discount code that I have, which we'll talk about in just a minute. But of course I'm choosing Dash. At this point you enter in your address, and I do like to take a second to call out, please double and triple check your address. You can see if I delete that 3 at the end, it does say, hey, this seems to be invalid, but if I replace it with a 4, it says, hey, you are good to go, knowing that we will not be able to get paid out with this address, so please don't rely on the Unminable call out and double and triple check your address. Go ahead and select next, and you'll be at the final step where you can enter in a referral code. As you can see on screen, I do have a Bitcoin Tips referral code, which is just Bitcoin-Tips with a capital B and a capital T. I do recommend using this code because it actually saves you 25% on your mining fee. Here on Unminable, there is a 1% fee, meaning if you mine 100 Dashcoin, you're always going to be paying 1 coin to Unminable. Doesn't matter what the price of the coin is or how quickly you mined them, you're just always going to pay that. And by using this code, you're actually going to reduce that down to about 0.75%, saving the additional 25% that you would have otherwise paid to Unminable, allowing you to build your holdings even faster. So as always, please feel free to continue without it or use it so you don't pay that 1% fee. And at this point, we are at the very end where you download your miner and get started. Now, I always do recommend Gminer as it's compatible with both AMD and NVIDIA GPUs, and I've had a lot of really good luck with it. But of course, please feel free to choose whatever miner you are most interested in or that you've had a lot of luck with. I do like to call out that certain miners here use only one of the GPUs, so please keep that in mind. And another bonus for Gminer, since it supports both GPUs and eliminates one thing that could possibly go wrong. But what you're going to do is select download miner files. This will bring you to the GitHub where you just download this Windows 64.zip file and extract it. Make sure you extract the files. If you don't do that step, you will not be able to mine. What you're going to do is then come back to Unminable and download this windows.bat file or Windows batch file. And this is basically just telling the miner how to mine, where to mine, and how to pay you. So you definitely need that to start mining. Now, I do like to call out here, when you go to download these files, you will most likely get a call out in your browser saying, hey, you're downloading an unverified file. Are you sure you want to continue? Unfortunately, there is no workaround, so if you are not comfortable doing that, you are just going to have to say no. And I would recommend checking out some of the other videos here on my channel to see other ways of earning cryptocurrencies that don't involve downloading files and getting started mining. But of course, if you are okay doing that, download that bat file and drag and drop it into the same folder that you extracted all of the other files into. And then essentially all you are gonna have to do is double click this file. As you can see, I do get a Windows protected your PC error. You are gonna have to say more info and run anyway. Again, if you are not comfortable doing this, please don't run it. It's that simple. Delete the files, but unfortunately there is no workaround, so you will just have to say run anyway. But as you can see, we are about 7 minutes and 30 seconds into this video, and we are up and running mining Dashcoin using my RTX 2080 on the Kapow algorithm. So it is really that simple to get started mining, and just a few things I like to call out here about mining with Unminable. When you get started here, as you can see, there's no red text. It's kind of ramping up in the miner, and we're getting going. It's going to take about 15 to 30 minutes for these stats to start reporting on the website. That is completely normal, and if you still don't see anything after about an hour and a half, go ahead, go back through the setup, make sure you didn't miss any steps, and if you still are having issues, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm always happy to help troubleshoot and get you up and running. And on the other side, when you are ready to be done mining, maybe you want to shut your computer down, use it for gaming, anything else really, all you have to do is find this window and hit the X. Once that is closed, not just minimized but fully closed, you are no longer mining. And the reason I like to call this out is because actually, when you are mining with Unminable, you will continue to see payments and stats on the website for up to an hour or longer after stopping the miner. So I've seen some questions in the past about, hey, you know, I stopped the miner, why am I still getting paid? Is it still mining in the background? And things like that. So as long as you know that that CMD window is fully closed out, you are no longer mining. So with that being said, again, the links are down in the description below. In addition to the link is my Bitcoin Tips referral code, which is going to save you that 25% on your pool mining fee here for any of the 90 plus cryptocurrencies. So even if you decide to mine Dash today, get going and really like it, and then want to switch in the future, you can still use that code to save your 1% and lower that down to 0.75. So thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please like this video and share it with your friends and family so everybody can start mining and building their crypto holdings in preparation for the next bull run. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video.